My dearest Travelista, welcome to the podcast. I am your host, Tyra Andre, and we are going to talk about our trip to Venice. So, we're still in our 57 days of traveling the world. And so, after we left Lisbon, we wound up in Venice. So, we went from Lisbon, Portugal. We had to go through Rome Airport, but after going through Rome Airport, it was like a stop at Rome Airport to get on another flight to Venice. We wound up in Venice. We got there really, really late at night, like really, really late at night. It was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Really, really late at night, and there is no Uber in Venice. So we got there really, really late. So we had to use a local taxi, and I think it was about $30. I'm pretty sure he overcharged us just a little bit because when I got to the hotel, I asked them what the price should be, and I think they said about $25. So I think he charged about 10 extra dollars to get from the airport to our hotel there in Venice, but it's a taxi driver. So, some of them are honest, some of them are not. So I guess he was one of the dishonest ones. And I gave him a little small tip on top of that. So that's another story. But we didn't stay in Venice for too long. We stayed there for a few nights, but we just really wanted to experience Venice all for ourselves because the rumor is Venice is sinking. Don't come for me in the comments, y'all. I have not did my research, but I could believe it. It's an island all on its own. So I could believe that it's sinking. I can't verify that or deny that or anything just by going, but I can say that Venice is absolutely beautiful. If you do go to Europe, you guys try to visit Venice. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience. But when we were there, we did take a tour of Venice. And so we didn't really stay like near the water. Our hotel was it was kind of like, I guess downtown city central Venice. So we actually caught the bus. We caught the bus to the area that has like, that's surrounded by water. And we call our water taxi. It was like a water taxi tour, but it was absolutely amazing. And so this water taxi tour, it took us to the islands of Moreno, if you look at that's how it's spelled, Moreno, Boreno, and Torcello. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And if you guys are looking for that iconic picture of Venice, guess what? That's in Moreno. And so it has like the different color buildings and it has that bridge. But Boreno also has that as well. And so while we're there in Boreno, we're there taking a bunch of pictures and we're thinking that we're getting those shots of the multiple colored, buildings. And, when we were over there in Moreno, we were just playing around. We didn't walk all the way around. Turns out, guess what, y'all? The house with the bridge and all of that, it was like around the corner. So we spent way too much time, way too much time taking pictures on one side of the island when we should have just walked the whole island. But we were only there for an hour, so we're trying to get in all of the images, all of the videos. We're trying to get everything in. But needless to say, those three islands are absolutely amazing. And so if you ever want any epic videos or pictures of Venice, guess what you need to do? You need to take a trip to you need to take that tour. It's a quick tour. What's a day tour? So I won't say it's quick. I won't say that it's quick, but it was a complete day tour. We got to see all of the history, all of the historic buildings that are there in Venice. We got to see the port over where the train station is. And so if you guys are in Rome, guess what? You guys can take the bullet train right down there to Venice. And as soon as you get off, if you're taking the same tour that we took, as soon as you get off the train, all you have to do is literally walk around the corner and the water taxi is waiting right there. And then also, if you're going to from Venice to Rome, there's actually a tour place. I believe it's right in front of train track number 2. Literally, as soon as you get off, it's right there. You can't miss it. And so, if it's not not train track number 2, which I'm pretty sure it is, you could just ask someone where's the tour place? And they'll show you where the tour place is. We went to the tour place and we redeemed our tickets, and it was an amazing tour. While we were there, what did we eat in Venice? Trying to think. Oh, we did have some gelato. We had some gelato. We had a lot of gelato when we were there in Italy, like a lot of it. Trying to think, what else did we eat? Like we were there for a few days. We didn't starve. Probably some pasta. Italy does have some of the best pasta. I will say that. I absolutely will say that. But Venice was everything. Venice was everything that I was expecting it to be. As I said before, there is no Uber in Venice, and you can actually catch the bullet train, or you may be able to find a really nice flight deal from Rome to Venice round trip for a really, 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 really good price. So we did the day tour. The next day we kind of like chilled, just kind of wandered around our hotel. We didn't really do too much. There is a lot of things to do in Venice. I thought that I was going to be able to jump off the boats from the day tour and just like walk around the area in Venice. It's the area near St. Mark's Basilica. If you're ever in Venice, the area is super, super busy. So we pretty much thought that we were going to be able to finish the tour and then walk around St. Mark's Basilica. But it's like a 30-minute walk from the drop-off point to St. Mark's Basilica. I guess I thought Venice was smaller than it is, and Venice is not. It's small, but it's not that small. So try to visit St. Mark's Basilica, and there's like a bunch of eateries in there. We had some pizza when we were there. We did a few different things. We wanted to take a water gondola ride, but we didn't pre-book it. We usually pre-book everything, and when we actually got there, they were saying like $80 per person. I'm like, no, we don't want a gondola ride that bad. We're paying $160 for just the experience of a gondola ride. I'll pass. I'll take some pictures of the gondola and remember it for next time. And I guess next time I'll be better prepared for when I go to Venice, or when I send a client to Venice to pre-book the gondola rides, because I remember when I was looking at them online, pre-booking them, they were not $80. They were like maybe $30, $40, $50 at the most. So that is a good tip. If you guys are going to Venice, pre-book your gondola ride so that you don't get ripped off. But it did look pretty, pretty cool. And we did take tons and tons and tons of pictures. And we will have Venice videos dropping very, very, very soon. We are so backed up when it comes to releasing videos and stuff on YouTube of all of our travels, because we got to edit the videos and stuff. But Venice was absolutely beautiful. It is so worth a trip, a train ride or a flight over from Rome to Venice. Very, very, very worth it. I just couldn't go to Rome and not visit it, Venice. That would have been just crazy. But some people do it, some people don't. I just couldn't visit Rome and not visit Venice at the same time. So we didn't really do a lot when we were there in Venice. We're only there for a few nights. But as I said before, we did visit Moreno, Burano, and Torcello. And Moreno and Murano is where you'll find some of the most iconic pictures. Like Torcello was fine. They had a really nice eatery in there, and we did eat some lunch. I had some really, really good seafood pasta that was in there. Very, 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 very good seafood pasta. And Isabella, she had like a carbonara. So she enjoyed that. But Venice was fun, and it was well worth it. And if ever I'm in Rome again, guess what? I'll be going to Venice again, because it's worth it. It's totally, totally worth it. So that's gonna be the end of this short episode. But if you guys have any questions about Venice or how to get there, you guys already know how to reach me. Shoot me a text message or call me at 813-GO1-FLY2. Or you can send me an email at info@mommyandwetravels.com. Until our very next podcast episode, bye, Travelista, bye.